Hello, I am Editor Than Mai. I will provide you with the latest information of the day. French PM Donty let France become like Britain. France could become like Britain if MPs tax the rich to solve its debt crisis. The French Prime Minister said in a parting shot before being ousted by MPs. François Bayrou said economic meltdown and high taxes could force the wealthy to flee, as they had done in the UK. His comments came in a last-gasp bid to save his premiership, as he pleaded with the French Parliament not to vote him out of office. He lost the vote resoundingly, plunging France further into crisis and triggering calls for Emmanuel Macron to resign as president. In his speech to MPs, Mr. Bayrou warned that taxing billionaires to shore up the economy would simply see them move away. They have a plethora of countries where they can find tax refuge in Europe itself, such as Luxembourg, Belgium and the Netherlands. For businesses, he said. He then cited the UK's tax decisions as a cautionary tale. Our British neighbours decided to tax foreigners who were exempt from taxation. Those foreigners moved away, and the immediate consequence was an explosion in property prices in Milan. Mr. Bayrou, 74, was ousted after failing to push through an austerity budget that aimed to slash €44 billion, £38 billion, from France's deficit. His exit after 9 months leaves France in yet more uncertainty, and will raise pressure on Mr. Macron to either call a snap election or step down early. It comes amid a slump in business confidence and rising social discontent nationwide. A left-wing collective named Block Everything is calling for a day of action on Wednesday that security sources warn could be violent, while trade unions have urged workers to strike on September 18. In his 45-minute swan song, Mr. Bayrou warned that France was in a life-threatening condition and drowning in a tide of debt that risked enslaving our youth. You can overthrow the government, but you can't erase reality, he told MPs. France has not known a balanced budget for 51 years, he said. As French public debt stood at 114% of GDP, but slapping punitive taxes on the wealthy, such as Bernard Arnault, the LVMH head who is Europe's richest man, to shore up the economy would simply make them move away, he warned. The Élysée said Mr. Macron would meet Mr. Bayrou on Tuesday to accept the resignation of his government. The president will appoint a new prime minister in the next few days, it added. However, there are doubts over whether any new figure can muster a working coalition. The Socialists, who only command 66 seats in Parliament, have offered to run the government at the risk of losing the support of the Conservative Republicans. Macron has ruled out dissolving Parliament. But Marine Le Pen, whose National Rally is the biggest single opposition party, last night urged him to call a snap election to break the deadlock, calling them an obligation. Ms. Le Pen, who is facing a 5-year ban from running for elected office, stopped short of calling on Mr. Macron to resign. However, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, the left-wing firebrand, predicted it would soon be Mr. Macron's turn. Macron is now on the front line facing the people. He, too, must go, he said. His France Unbowed party, which also voted Mr. Bayrou out, is even preparing to submit an impeachment motion against the president on Tuesday, though this is unlikely to pass. Please like and subscribe to wait for the next information. Goodbye and see you again.